Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and if this video has found you at this time, it's found you for a reason. It's a timeless reading, and trust that there's a message in it you're meant to hear right now. As always, if and when something I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with reading. What is happening for this beautiful collective that they would benefit from knowing about before it happens, I guess. Nine of Cups. Nines are independence. Nines are solo energy. So you could be single, or you're just very much, if you're not single, you're feeling quite single. You're feeling quite like self-satisfied or something. 10 of Cups though. Some of you, there's a family you're creating or about to come into, about to create. Now 10 of Cups, I'm feeling this energy of chosen family, chosen ones, finding your soul tribe, finding those people that are meant to find you. I don't know, I feel like there's something about questioning people's like parts in your life or roles in your life. Like there's something about don't question the title or like the role someone is playing. Now with that, I guess the energy with that 9 of Cups right next to it could be those of you that are single, and you could be dating or meeting someone, or you've met someone recently, and there could be something of you questioning like who they're gonna be to you, if that makes sense. Like, you know they're important to you, you just don't know in what way. Some of you, it's almost like you've met someone, they're going to be your business partner. Others of you, you've met someone dating and it's obviously going to be a partner. Others of you, you've met someone dating that's your best friend. Like and there's something where you're questioning what role they're going to play. Is this romantic? Is this? What will it be? What will it become? And there's something kind of reminding you not to question it, just to explore it, just to live. And I don't know, like, don't be so focused on how you'd explain someone to others or a relationship with someone to others. Don't worry about it, just be concerned. There's something about you and a person focusing on each other, but quiet out the judgment or the quiet out the noise of other people's opinions or questioning, you know, just you and another person. There's a family, or there's a soul family. Somebody, I feel as if it's very untraditional. There's something untraditional or unrealistic also about you and someone else. And so it's almost like if you and this person focus on each other, your connection, your bond with each other, it won't really matter of, oh, that's unlikely, that's gonna work, or that's not, like, that's not ideal. Whatever this is about, you and this person know the bond you have, or the connection you have, and so everything else is just noise to be ignored, to be quieted out, to be muffled. Yeah, I don't know what that's surrounding. It's very interesting. There's a strange dynamic between you and someone else. And it's also like something about kids or something. Something about kids or pets or animals. The Magician. The Magician is manifestation. The Magician is like knowing that you can manipulate and turn things whichever way you want them to go. It's very powerful. We are all manifesting unconsciously. It's just about being aware of our power and being aware of our thoughts and our beliefs and what we believe we are capable of attaining in our lives. And there's something here with the Magician where you're kind of broadening your horizons or something, or widening your perspective and seeing things a lot clearer of what you're creating. And 10 of Cups, I just want to say, I don't think I've hyped this up enough. This is happily ever after. This is all 10 cups. Nine of Cups is amazing. This is great. It's 9 cups all on your own. Happiness, fulfilled, emotionally content, all by yourself. But then the icing on the cake is you have 10 of Cups too. So there's a feeling of like a happiness and a contentness coming in your family life, in your community, in your people. Like I said before, in your found family. So it doesn't have to be blood relatives, but there's something about the community you're kind of creating or building, because you have the Magician. So there's something you're manifesting or bringing in about a family or a happily ever after for yourself, or a content, peaceful, home that you're creating it by visualizing it, a lot of you, and not just visualizing it but knowing that it's possible, because some of you have this idea of this 10 of Cups, but you have it on a pedestal. You have it as something to achieve in a few years time, or down the line you'll be capable, or you'll have enough, or you'll be enough, or you'll be successful enough. With this 9 of Cups, some of you, it's this energy of you waiting to be successful or important, or to have achieved a certain level of something before you can feel happy and content within a family, or before you can enjoy the peace and harmony of living. Like, I don't know what this is about, but there's something now of you manifesting actually not putting this so far away, not having to wait to find peace and contentment and joy, but to realize you don't need to do anything, you don't need to achieve anything, you don't need to become more, you don't need to become better before you're allowed to enjoy and be happy with where you're at. Some of you, it's just a habit, or it's just a routine of constantly wanting to better yourself, constantly wanting to grow, constantly wanting to see improvement, and there's something now where you're almost manifesting and gonna manifest a lot more happiness and joy and attract it to yourself by letting yourself just be joyful in the moment, in the now, even if you haven't achieved everything on your maybe like New Year's resolutions or something. Like, even if you haven't done everything you thought you should have achieved by this certain age or something, why aren't you allowed to be happy? Like, why is this something where you have a conditional idea of happiness? And I feel like this could be a revelation you've already recently had, because you have the Magician there, and I really feel as if like the Magician to me resonates a lot with the law of attraction, of you feeling the good things and then attracting more of it like a magnet, and you're definitely feeling and letting yourself feel good and then attracting a lot more of that a lot more easily. Page of Swords, this is also something about, there's someone around you that's a bit intimidated by you, because just the way this person is looking up, and you are here like the Magician. Somebody doesn't realize that all the power they see in you, they have in themselves. They see you creating a life for yourself and creating all the things you want, and it's intimidating because they're like, oh, you're this otherworldly creature. And there's something, I feel as if you're going to be able to show someone that the power you have resting in you, this person has it too. There's something like, you could be someone's mentor, or you could just show someone that they aren't any different, they don't have any, you're not something that's more special than them. Everyone is special and unique in their own self, in their own soul. Just automatically we're all, you know, we're all just as powerful in our energies, but like, it's not something to be compared or measured. What's resting in you rests within this person, and I feel like you're going to show someone that. You're going to show someone that they can be just as powerful and just as capable of manipulating energies in their life to go in their favor as you are. Clarifying the 9 of Cups, you have rebirth, death. That's really cool. That's rising from the ashes. You're a phoenix rising from the ashes, and so I really like this because it's about reinventing yourself. So if you're very much in a place right now, or have come out of a place of not liking or not being so proud of how you've handled things, the 9 of Cups here is being very proud of yourself and being very happy with yourself and liking who you are and liking how you walk and how you talk and how you react to certain things. So there's this renewal in the way that you act in the world, and this rebirth in the way that you are, and you're going to like yourself a lot more, and you're going to be a lot more proud of yourself. There's a lot less questioning. If you've come out of a place of, I don't know, this is socially for some reason, or in relationships where you go, oh, I should have done that differently, how should I have done that, and there's like a questioning after you've interacted with people. Should I have done this? Should I have done more of this? Should I have done less of this? And there's something now, if there's an ending of that, and just being proud of whatever, however you're acting, you just know you're doing your best. You know you're acting out of your highest self. There's just, I don't know, there's less questioning and more being, and more existing and being happy with how you're existing. Clarify the Ten of Cups. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is patience. Seven of Pentacles is waiting for what fits with you. So with the Ten of Cups here, a lot of you, there's this happily ever after with your people, with your like your community, the people that are meant to come into your life. You've patiently, a lot of you, notice this person's alone. You've been alone, or you've felt alone. You had to go through this time of not having so many people around you, or not feeling seen. And if you did have people around you, it was very much like conditional. You had to, like, it was people you worked with, or it was people you studied with, and it was people you like were forced to be in close contact with. And there's something here with the Seven of Pentacles where your patience of actually finding your true people that are going to stick by your side, your patience, and you're not rushing into just settling with like spending time with whoever. You're there's something here about like, you may have seemed snobby, or people could have taken you as stuck up or something, and there's just no, you just knew that certain people weren't energies you wanted to spend time around, and the patience you've put in is working in you actually finding those souls you connect with very deeply. Clarify the Magician. You have the Tower. Oh, you're manifesting a very fast transformation. The Tower, fast transformation. I don't know why I'm seeing that magic trick, Magician here, where someone pulls like the tablecloth from under all the stuff, and all the stuff stays there. And I don't know why that would come through, but it's just like, ta-da! So I don't know if some of you are magicians, or you're like doing magic tricks, and that magician is a bit more literal, but the Tower being fast transformation, there's something that you're going to pull off. There's something that's a bit risky, like you're pulling that tablecloth, you're not sure if it's going to work in your favour, you're not sure if everything's going to come crashing, but you know it will be really cool if it works. You know that, like, look at your power. Some of you are magical, and so you're like, it's worth a shot, I'm going to put my name in the drawer, I'm just going to try and do this. I don't know what it is you're up to, but it's gonna work, because I'm seeing a visual of that, and everything just perfectly, every glass on the table is standing up straight, everything, like, it's really strange. Please bet on yourself, put your name in that hat, take a chance. There's something, and by the way, this is major stuff, so it's not literally, for a lot of you, it's not literally pulling off a tablecloth and pulling off that magic trick. It's something bigger, but bet on yourself and bet on your own abilities. Even if you're the only one that believes or sees like where it's gonna lead, bet on yourself anyway. Bet on knowing that you are capable of creating the life. Magician, you're capable of manifesting what you want to manifest, and it's going to be a very fast transformation, and it might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's worth it. And the Tower usually happens because it needs to. It's very uncomfortable because it's fast change, but at the end of the day, whatever this Tower is that's been built up wasn't meant for you. It's a false... The Tower, like the literal definition of it, is something that's false, been built on a false foundation that would never have lasted, that's going to go crashing down in order to then create a very strong foundation and a new tower, a new thing that will be long lasting. So there is something where there could be there's a change happening for the better. So whatever this is about, it's because it wasn't as solid as it seemed. So you could have manifested and been manifesting something around your career and a career upgrade, and then suddenly, oh, you might need to be let go of. And there's something where trust it, bet on yourself, and take that as your opportunity to see and go after more. Even if you're like, oh, I'm not as qualified, put your hat in the drawer anyway. Hand in that CV somewhere that you don't think you're going to get it. Just, there's something, bet on yourself, okay? Just believe in it. Just believe in, like, what's the worst that could happen if you put that CV in at that job? There's no harm in trying, but bet on yourself. You don't even have to tell others if you're like, oh, they'll laugh. They don't know if I'm capable. They don't think I'm capable. Don't need to tell anybody. Just bet on yourself and try it. with the Page of Swords right next to that, that's kind of really clarifying that for me. There's something where you're going to bet on yourself. Don't be surprised if you're nervous in doing it. Don't be surprised if your hands shake as you hand that CV in, or you send that CV off, or you apply for something. Whatever this is about, really trust there's something really amazing going to come of this. And it's going to turn your world upside down a bit, the Tower, but it's meant to. It's right when it's meant to. So I'm going to take this as two ways for a lot of you. Either there's some Tower moment happening which will lead to you manifesting what you were originally manifesting, but you might have slept on. So there could have been, like I said, a career, a dream job, something you've been wanting to create, a business you wanted to build for yourself even. There's something you've been wanting to go after, but you've been putting it off. And that's when this Tower comes in to force you to have no choice but to go after what you've always wanted to go after. Others of you, it's almost as if what you're manifesting is going to be the Tower moment of creating, like, you're going to go after it yourself, you're going to put your own self out, and then as you do that, it's going to turn your life upside down in a good way, of you then realizing. I feel like there's also some type of, just going off track here, but there's something as well where some of you have someone kind of manipulative around you, because the Magician is sometimes like with the manipulating energies and being able to make things turn in your favor. That could be someone in your life that is a little bit manipulative, and with that Tower card there's something about realizing somebody is not in your life for the right reasons, or is kind of, there's something of like, because the Tower is false foundations being destroyed, and it almost seems you could have someone you're connected to very closely where there's a false build-up of a connection that wasn't as it seemed. And to me, this is seeming like a very new relationship that may have came into your life. And if that's not the case, then this isn't for you. I'm really connecting with those few of you that have recently started a relationship, and it seems like too good to be true, or it seems like you're being manipulated, and it's like that Tower card's gonna happen, like when it's supposed to, very soon, of showing you, yes, this person is who they say they are. Tower moment, shock, they're not too good to be true, or it's gonna be a Tower moment of false ideas of like, oh yeah, they're not who they, like, this. I don't know how that's gonna go, because again, like, there's the yin and the yang, and there's so many people watching, but there's definitely going to be a realization of someone's true colours coming out, and a false idea or narrative you've built up about who they are crumbling, either for good or for bad. Don't be afraid of that, because it's almost like you need this reality check. You are currently confused or unsure about who someone is or their true character, and it's going to be shown to you in a very clear manner with that Tower card. Clarify the Page of Swords. Temperance. This is nice because Temperance is calm and harmony, and there's, I don't know why I just got the word pleasure. There's also pleasure. Interesting. With the Page of Swords though being very nervous, there's something of like anxious, nervous, butterflies, but there's balance being found in that. There's this ability to balance yourself out, or I feel like there's something about your life is going to come into a more consistent, balanced place emotionally, because this is fire and water. So your emotions could have been going from like very deep and emotional to very angry and very passionate and back and forward, back and forward. There's a balancing happening with Temperance, from nervous to fiery. There's just this balance being found. But the Page of Swords is looking over at the Magician, so it's almost like the balance is being found when you realise that you're a lot more tapped in and in control of your reality than you give yourself credit for. Some of you, it's like you're actual witches or something, and you forget this. Like, you forget, oh yeah, I'm magical. Whoops. Like, something could happen, you're like, oh, I actually asked for that to happen. Sorry about that. I don't know what that's about, but interesting. Don't forget your power. Don't forget your power. Some of you, like, you forget, or like, it's not that you forget, but you don't, I don't know if that makes sense, but when you think about things that you must remember, who you are isn't really one of them, right? You wouldn't think, oh, I need to remember that I have blonde hair and blue eyes. Like, you don't need to, because it's just who you are and it's who you're going to see in the mirror every day. So there's something where your true power and everything that rests in you, you're not telling yourself, oh, I need to remember that. I need to remember I'm powerful and that I like have a responsibility with this power. You're not telling, because it's something where you just, it's who you are. So why would you tell yourself, like, but so it's just slipped your mind. You forget, because it's not something you need to remember, but you do need to remember it right now. Remember it. You are a lot more powerful than you give yourself credit for, and there's something about like a sense of responsibility that's coming with that. I don't know who I'm connecting to, but you are intense. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, or you feel it will in the future, because obviously it hasn't happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you when I see you.